It's currently 20 degrees in Dallas, Texas, and it's cold. It's really cold. But it will look like an even cooler summer for many of those hoping to travel without a vaccine passport. With vaccine availability increasing, we could foresee the end of quarantine and the pandemic in the near future, and everyone will rejoice in a new normal, more aware of personal hygiene hacks against most viruses. Wrong. It is currently no secret that many people are skeptical about the new COVID vaccines, or any vaccine for that matter. In fact, different groups that have been disproportionately affected by COVID, like Black Americans, Latinos, and even nurses, are still reluctant to schedule. Due to historical events, I understand the distrust that comes from certain groups when it comes to medical experimentations, care, and treatment, blah, blah, blah. But despite these sentiments, as early as July, due to the predictable effects of quarantine angst, there will be a rise in both domestic and international travel, which leads us to believe that many airlines, cruises, and many nations will make it mandatory for verification of vaccination, besides just being COVID negative. The thing is, after receiving a vaccination in the US, people receive a white card as a proof of verification, which records the date and the type of vaccine. But there's so many different types of versions per country, and about 1,000 ways to forge a document. A possible solution to consolidate all of this information simply is making something like a paperback passport, which was created by Isaac Daniels, an award-winning scientist and inventor. And with the help of Linux Foundation, COVID-19 Credentials Initiative, IBM, and Common Pass, for phone users' ease, coming soon is an e-passport that is actually universally accepted and universally readable, and even more green. So this is a trend that Denmark is actually leading, as they are creating a digital passport for citizens that will contain all of their current medical information that can be updatable on that digital card. President Biden's executive orders for curbing the pandemic asks government agencies to assess the feasibility of consolidating coronavirus vaccine certificates with other vaccination documents on that digital format. But if you think anything like this is actually new, then I suggest you read about the 1950s and 60s dated certificates, like the yellow card that was required for traveling to different nations in Africa due to smallpox or even yellow fever epidemics. Smallpox makes chickenpox look chicken because there is nothing small about smallpox. The main concern for many countries is the coercion to getting a vaccine, as there are growing tensions between the government trying to curb the pandemic by using scientific methods to eradicate the virus, and many people who view their civil liberties threatened under the pandemic. And then also you have people that believe that the vaccines are a way for government control or to inject us to depopulate the world. There's different types of theories, conspiracy theories on things that may prevent people from actually feeling comfortable with receiving the vaccine. So in my opinion, this is a life or death situation. COVID is a very deadly viral infection that would just not blow over in just a year or two, as many people in modern day society think. As viruses, they're not even living things, but they keep mutating until we have a Ninja Turtle of a coronavirus. So can US Americans come together as we did against the war on terror back in 2001, when the government called for the Patriot Act and asked us to give up your information and privacy? Or do we only unify over warring against human beings that we couldn't perceive to be more different than us?